everyone. Thank you so much for coming on my channel and listening to my video. It means a lot. Please do like, subscribe and share my content if you like the work I'm sharing with you. In this video, I want to talk about the two different types of ADHDs, the inattentive ADHD and the hyper-focused or hyper-fixated ADHD type. And both of these ADHDs have make us do different behaviors, and everything is then linked to how we feel about our own self and how much we are connected with our own self. I will try to explain the metaphysical and the quantum aspects to both of these ADHDs. So mine has always been inattentive coupled with autism, which means to bring my attention into the present moment used to be the hardest thing. And then this used to consistently impact in the way I used to present information, articulate, analytical skills, mathematical skills. Because inattentive ADHDers, we daydream and we don't want to be in the present moment. It's like we are subconsciously trying to escape this reality. And the feeling behind this is that we are just feel like it's all waste of our time and effort, and we don't align with any of these whatever is going on in our social life, in our work life. And then we also do not have the energy, because bringing our mind into the present moment itself drains us out. So focusing on something that we don't want to, but when it comes to focusing on something that we want to, we still are able to do it, but that doesn't lower our anxiety or brain fog, and that still doesn't work on making it any easier. It's still something that we do from a very, I used to feel like I was very far away from my own self, and looking everything used to strain me. I mean, this is something that I'm talking about inside, not really outside. I'm talking about the feeling. And the hyper focused ADHDers, usually they are very good, they are highly active, super active, and that's why they usually do not have a lot of issues in doing their work. If they are aligned with their work, they become very focused and concentrated in the work. But this hyper focusedness tires our brain. So from the scientific point of view, it just simply means that our brain has got the design, which the science talk about, that our brain is designed differently. This happens because it is adapted more towards the survival functioning. And this adaptation from the metaphysical point, it happens when our being is completely tired, which means our highest self has chosen us for a different purpose, and we are doing a different work here. That is a very clear thing that happens. The hyper-focused ADHDers, their work is aligned. If their work is aligned, they still feel very drained, because at the end because of staying hyper-focused on the work, your brain is constantly feeling that it's on the high alert, and then you come back home and you procrastinate every other thing, and you don't have energy to do anything else apart from your work. That is why both the ADHDs, the inattentive one and the hyper focused one, both are saying that it is your inner being is signaling you something. So usually for inattentive ADHDers, once they start integrating with their inner child and start regulating their nervous system, the another important thing is to align our work and align our life. So our relationship should be supportive, our work should be supportive. That is the another key thing which inattentive ADHDers need to do. So once we are very passionate, inattentive ADHDers, we are very passionate about our passions and our interest, and that's where our brain starts working. But to get that inner strength, we need to first work on our inner child integration, because we have been broken by this world piece by piece. It is all, again, let's not blame anybody, it's just the conditioning, because we are here to alter this old conditioning, old functioning patterns of our lineage. That's how I look at it, that whatever, like, we are just changing all those old patterns in our life, and that is why our highest self wants us to follow our passion, and without holding on to any of the inner child wounds. That is very important. So we should not be holding on to any fear, guilt, shame, any survival fears, and any kind of limiting beliefs or lack of self-worth. So if we have any sort of trauma, it has to be processed and it has to be released. Then come to hyperfocus ADHDers. As I said, they perform well at their work, but they are not really able to enjoy their life. At the end, you are just going and you are staying hyper-focused all the time, which means you don't have energy to do the work. And eventually, both these ADHD types, both of these types of ADHDers, they burn out. So that is why aligning with inner child is so important, because then it calms you down. So hyperfocus ADHDers needs to relax down, consciously work on relaxation, and this has to be a way of life. It is not like you say that, oh, I did it today and for 3 months and 6 months and then I don't do it. If you want to truly transform your life and evolve out of this reality, so because anything that is, any identity which is based around suffering has to be transformed into our authentic self. That's the law of the universe, that's the rule. And so which means you will not become a neurotypical, but you will transform your life into your best neurodivergent version, which means your struggles, neurodivergent struggles, will hold no power on you and your strengths will start enhancing. That is the power of inner child integration and inner child evolution work. And once you start doing this, you will see that both the ADHDers, it's like for me, inattentive one, I started feeling coming into the present moment, and coming into the present moment is very joyful. And the hyper focus aspects of me, I didn't had a lot because I was already burned out, but I knew that when I used to be in the examination hall, I used to be quite hyper focused, but then that used to break me down and it used to make me feel very exhausted and tired. That's why I'm able to relate. But I've also seen my partner, he used to be very much hyper focused at his work, and then he just comes back and he feels tired and drained, and then he goes for unhealthy, I would say, unhealthy patterns like in his life. So that is where, like, that's why I'm saying that both these people, both these type of ADHDs have to start working on regulating the nervous system, and then inner child integration coaching is very important. And this is going to be your final, this is like your subconscious, your highest self has chosen you for this final evolution step for your lineage, and that is why it is your responsibility to release all the emotional baggage. Only then you will start feeling at ease, because that's what has happened with me. It's like, if I look back 1 year back, I wasn't this person. I didn't had the courage and confidence to talk about this. And then it's like when I process all those feelings of fear, guilt, shame, lack of self-worth, lack of self-confidence, and basically I didn't had the courage to pursue my art, which was my passion since childhood, and choose another work which I'm choosing now. So having that inner confidence that what I want to do is what I'm meant to do. So we are now meant for relaxation. We are meant for creativity. We are meant for eccentricity. We are here to bring those beautiful divine aspects of the creation into this physical reality. And that is evolution, that you become your own safe space and your own best version. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Hope you enjoyed the video and you find it meaningful. Please do like, subscribe, and share my content if you align with the work I'm doing. It means a lot for me. Thank you so much.